Welcome to a new adventure, everybody. This time I'm going to be heading up to the Wenatchee National Forest in Washington State to find an epic campground and do a little bit of off-roading and hopefully see some really cool stuff on the way. This is the drive up there through the Oregon Gorge, and it was gorgeous. But first, let's make a stop in one of the coolest towns in Washington. So I am pulling into Leavenworth, Washington, which is a really cool little Bavarian town way up in the mountains, just completely surrounded by mountains. I actually spent the night here last night. It was very peaceful until the roofers came in the morning and woke me up, but they didn't get started until pretty late, so it wasn't too bad. So I am gonna check out this town a little bit more today and show you guys around a little bit. And then there's all kinds of forest roads around here, so I'm gonna try to find some good camping. So I've spent about the last week just working on the 4Runner basically, and getting this thing where I wanted, detailing everything, painting stuff, reorganizing. The fridge has moved, so I've got my passenger seat back, which is really nice. I'm gonna make a whole video about that coming up here in the future. This town is so cool, and I got so lucky with the weather. It's 68 degrees, nice and sunny. It's just beautiful. I was really hoping to get video of the horse in town, but there wasn't one downtown. Check that out. All right, this blue trail right here. Look at those mountains, man. The mountains out here are just awesome. So this is, let's see what this is rated. I thought it was a 5. Yeah, it's a 5 out of 10. Wedgie, 4.7 miles. 2,200 foot elevation gain. Let's go as far as I can. Sometimes 5 means that you know, I need more lift, more tires, someone else with me. Sometimes 5 is pretty easy. All right, I'll get another cup of coffee going too. So I'm still using my drop the lid, my Joule water heater. I love this thing. I use this all the time. Anytime I need hot water. It barely uses any electricity, and this thing is just awesome. Here's a little sneak peek for one of my upcoming videos where I talk about how I upgraded the 4Runner. I got a fridge slide, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So these little Thai style peanut wraps I've gotten very addicted to. Safeway sells them. They're expensive. They're like $7. But they're quick, they're easy, and they're really, really good. This is a very rocky trail. I'm almost to the top. Look at this view. Wow. Wow. I just love the Cascades, man. Beautiful. Oh man, I think I might have found it. I think I might have found the perfect camping spot. Oh, dude. Oh, this is so sweet. So I turned around and threw a rock under this tire. That just that helps level everything out and get the bed nice and level. Little bit of an up tilt is just fine with me. Another thing I do before I go to sleep is I have this bubble level app, and I'll throw this thing on just to see where it's at. It's a little high on the driver's side, but that's okay. The main thing I want is to make sure that my head is above my feet. Wow, these rocks would make really good arrowheads. I was walking by and this one caught my eye. Look at that. Almost makes me wonder. I mean, I'm sure this was just, you know, how it broke off or whatever, but I don't know. It makes me wonder, you know, if maybe a native was trying to make an arrowhead out of this. It's really the right type of rock. I mean, it's not obsidian, but it's very glassy and very dangerous. Jeez. I decided to climb this rock and see if I can make it to the last one with the big moss-covered snag on it. This is really dangerous stuff. If I fell down that, I'd be dead. So I'm really taking my time and taking it easy. I've got the world's best boots on. I finally invested in a really good pair of boots. This is a pair of JKs. This is their Overtime. I will do a full review on these at some point because these are like the best overlanding outdoor adventure boots ever, and they are so comfortable. I've got about a week and a half in on wearing them, and it's fixing my foot issues. It's amazing. All right, I gotta focus on this this climb right here. I don't want to fall down this side either. Look at all those giant rocks. Man, if you took a tumble, you'd be in trouble. One more thing about these boots, they have this gum sole, and it is so incredibly grippy on these rocks. I don't know how long they're gonna last. They don't seem to be wearing, but I've only had them like 2 weeks. But man, they grip. Another thing I gotta watch out for up here is rattlesnakes. I'm at about 4,000 feet, I think 4,200. I don't know if they go this far up in elevation. I'm sure they probably hang out at the bottom where the river is. But yeah, definitely need to be mindful. I don't want to take a bite up here. Look at how moss covered this tree is. And look at its crazy shape. What a wild tree. So I'm about halfway there. And so far, ooh, there's a dove. So far, it looks like I'm gonna make it. Does anyone know what this type of rock is called? Well, here it is. The old moss-covered snag. What a wild-looking tree, man. Absolutely crazy. And there is a yellow jacket nest down in here somewhere. There's yellow jackets all over the place, so I'm gonna get out of here. It's too bad. I really wanted to make it on top of that rock. Oh, maybe I can go this way, actually. All right, looks like this is probably about as far as I'm gonna go. I mean, I could keep going and make it to the bottom if I really wanted to, but I also gotta climb back up. Yeah, man, it was easy getting down this stuff. Getting back up isn't as easy. That is such a wild contrast in colors. It really pops like neon in person. How crazy. So we got these berries over here. Does anybody know what these are? They look good. I kind of want to try just one, but I don't know what they are. And we got these leaves over here. When the wind blows through them, it sounds like a big animal moving through the brush. Listen. Of course the wind stops. There it goes. Listen, listen. Totally sounds like an animal. Man, it was cool seeing Leavenworth. I've kind of had that on my list for a few years now. You know, I've kind of seen the same thing in Mount Angel, Oregon to a lesser extent, but this is way cooler to me. This is way cooler. Whoa, look how shiny this one is. Let's see if I can get in the right. Not really working out. So on my way back up here, I was thinking, man, it'd be really cool to get a drone shot from the front of the 4Runner going up over this ridge and then just like cruise around the mountain, put it in airplane mode so you could just kind of feel like you're a bird flying through the mountain. And then as soon as I thought that, a freaking falcon came and swooped down like right in front of me. And then when I got back up to the truck, he came and did a little flyby again, and then he flew down that way. And now I can't find him, but when I first got here, I saw him on top of that tree. So I'm kind of hiding back here and chilling out in the sun and doing a little bird watching instead. Hopefully that falcon comes back, man, because it was cool. It was really cool. And there is a family of doves that's been hanging out in that tree up there. and then back up the road. I walked up there a little bit just to see what was up there, and there was a family of grouse. So lots of birds out here. I saw a lizard, no rattlesnakes yet. Hopefully tonight around sunset, I'm gonna come back out on this sunny slope, and hopefully I'll find one, man. I would love to see a rattlesnake up here. I don't know if they're up here though. It's like 4,000 feet. It's pretty high. I'm standing in the sun. I can feel the warmth of the sun on my skin and raindrops at the same time. This spot is so awesome, man. This is one of my new favorites. And I've only seen 2 people up here. There's a couple in a really cool all-wheel drive Previa that look not sketchy at all. They look super cool. And there's a kid on a dirt bike that was heading back down as I was coming up. I'm up here looking for snakes. Trying to see if any come out on this side while the rocks are still warm. Get the last of the heat. No luck yet. It is getting chilly out here. Wow, look at this. Look at these cracks. Can you imagine stepping on that thing and that thing falls and you just... Dang. So anyway, yeah, man, I think this is it. I wish I had a fire out here. I've been kind of on the fence of should I get rid of my propane setup and get an induction, or should I expand my propane setup and get a little camping propane fireplace so that I can have fires out when there's fire bans like this. It's kind of a tough decision. I'm still thinking it through, but I might be heading that way. I think I'm gonna get a bigger power bank anyway. This one, you know, it'll last me a day, maybe 2 days at the most if I'm really conservative, just running my fridge and, you know, charging a couple lights and a couple of camera batteries. But I'd really like to have something that could last me a few days. You know, if I'm out camping parked under trees and there's no sunlight, or, you know, it's typical Pacific Northwest and very gloomy, you know, and I can't charge for my solar, it'd just be super nice. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.